All right.
Do we just go to the hospital? Try and catch him there?
I mean,
We're not going to catch them there.
we're not going to catch him.
No, but we will be. We can be in the morgue when they discover that my son is dead.
Can we?
Can you go back to the morgue to visit your son again? And then go look up these bodies that were from the Bobby Moore thing?
I could pull out the body so that we can get it cremated. I can make an appointment with the crematorium.
I got it. We'll plant grenades on your son's body.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we'll stuff them full
and
of
then when they move it, they'll
This is
pull
just-
the pins.
This is just like
somebody
Stranger
dies, they get taken care of pretty fast.
Shoot.
But I'm not sure if they die in a hospital, if that's different.
Well, what do you mean, like, pretty fast? Like, you mean shipped off, or?
Well, like someone comes and picks them up immediately and takes them to...
He just died today.
Oh, yeah. No, so he just died. So while the doctor just identified the body, there's usually some paperwork. They are trying to ship it off really fast. Because there's no extenuating circumstances. It's not being held for autopsy or anything like that.
Taken care of pretty fast. So... how long would it take for the body to get from the morgue to the crematorium?
Well, that entirely depends on
Was he ever
what
supposed to be
he
cremated?
chooses to do, because he'll have to contact the facility to receive it, right?
Okay.
It's usually pretty fast, because basically, generally, it's free business. It's next to weddings is the next biggest scam, because basically you have no choice.
Oh, yeah.
So if he calls a crematorium and says, my son died, they'll say, sure, we'll take the body, because usually people in this state do not check anything like prices, and they just say yes, and then you get a bill. So they're happy to
what are we missing? We're missing something.
We got to be missing something.
So
what we're missing is why the Taiwanese want to help somebody for the benefit of having some ancient demon gain access to the world.
Let's back up.
What's the benefit to them, basically?
I don't know. Well, I mean, if someone promises the reckoning of the world and that you'll be the second hand, then that's one reason to do it.
I mean, if anybody has a score to settle, it's the Taiwanese.
Maybe let's back up and let's compile all of the evidence and see if there's some key piece that we're missing.
China.
Yeah. But let's move on to a different location, I think.
Let's head to the hospital.
Did you finish researching the statue?
Where else is there to go?
Cafe.
I hit a roadblock.
Okay.
I don't know.
He gave up after generic Mesoamerican and ancient, because without more specific information, it's hard to make specifics. Like, you could go down that path of where did it come from, what was the auction house, what's its provenance, and try to trace it back to see where it actually came from. But that would take a few hours at least of actual researching.
All right, so
that is a path that can be followed, but it'll take time.
We know that there's two beings.
Yes.
They both want more access.
Yes.
The Taiwanese have allied themselves with Daddy Longface.
Really?
We don't know for sure.
We don't know that.
That's an assumption.
But when you killed one of their agents...
We don't even know if they're Taiwanese for sure.
That's true. Okay, so we know that there's two beings. There's this faction who stole an Aztec artifact that deals with sacrifice.
That was the Taiwanese.
Okay, the Taiwanese have taken that.
What you also know is that they tried to contact James in his time in the military.
Well, the other entity did.
But they...
Wait, was that Longface or was that Bag Lady?
I think it was Longface.
Yeah.
And
that's what you saw.
They gave up on that, said that they can't trust him anymore, or they felt like they couldn't trust him anymore, and so they've moved on to Hale, because they think Hale is a prime candidate to be crazy enough to be the instrument of the evil force.
Okay, so
now Novac's encountered Shadow Longface twice. Once in the military and once in the hospital just a week ago. Hale has been contacted 3 times
and
by
the
lady, and he's seen Longface twice, each time opposing whatever he was doing.
We also know they have the ability to teleport people and to possess people to speak through them, but they also are looking for some extra, like more physical access. Power, like physical existence within this plane, which I don't necessarily understand that.
Make an idea roll.
And who's got a better idea roll? Probably.
Mine's only. It's your role.
It's deciding which of his two characters.
You may choose either. I am okay with you being double dipping now since it's such a good two-headed giant.
Tony's
situation.
going to make an idea.
Sure.
He gets a 31 out of 85.
Okay. Woo! So since you start talking and talking to your friends about this, Tony brings up. He goes, and again, it's going to be in your voice, but yeah, he gets this sense. He goes, now that you mention it, it seems like these entities have a lot of power, but can't use it very much.
I say that.
You talked about possessing
so they need
people
energy.
and teleporting.
So they need
people,
energy.
But it seems they use it, and because if they were really so powerful, wouldn't they be just killing people outright or snatching bodies? Why don't you just teleport a body out of a morgue? Why send humans to do it?
Exactly.
Right. So maybe these two forces are opposing each other, and they're well balanced enough that they can usually prevent each other from doing anything.
I think they've also kind of.
And so they need something to sort of tip that balance in one favor or the other.
Do you think it's unusual that one of them has allied with a group? Right? Because I feel like that's the one thing to do if you're powerful but can't access that power.
Each time that they've teleported something or that possession incident with Louisa, there was spikes in the brain activity. So maybe it's that they can have power in short bursts, and that gaining access to something will allow them to have continuous power instead of just moments of power.
Yeah.
So,
maybe it's a certain alignment of things that they need or something like that.
And the fact that the power registers on
brain scans
means that it's on some non.
So it's got to be a specific. It's probably there's a specific thing they need.
Okay, so things I'm thinking about.
I know it's probably Kyle's son, right? Because he was the only one to survive a color spray.
Yeah, so spray has got to be long face, because Bag Lady has recruited Hale to go murder, or has tried, but has encouraged Hale.
Longface is the one I saw in my dreams.
Well, okay, so
there's urine smell.
Yeah, so when you took out that spray dealer, you felt like Bag Lady was supporting you or supported that action, and Longface opposed that action.
No.
Is that backwards, or?
I only saw Longface, and I got a feeling of support.
Yeah, that's true. It was a fatherly support. I remember that. Mm-hmm. So, if that's the case,
so spray is Bag Lady, and the Taiwanese are Longface.
We also know
I don't have any connection to the spray that I've.
We also know that they purposely brought us all together in particular, but we don't necessarily know why. There's something about us.
We got the urine smell,
that they want, other than each of us have some sort of skill, but tons of people have skills.
We should back off. We should back off.
That's...
We should go back and live our lives for now.
You're really? Are you seriously going to back out of this at this point?
Well, I'm not backing out of it.
So close to knowing something.
I'm not backing out of it. This is the end of the second act.
I'm not backing out of it. I'm just saying that there's nothing
we hit rock bottom.
I'm just saying that there's nothing we can act on, right? It's not like I'm giving up on it. It's more like we have to
go up.
We have to wait.
But what will we wait out?
Yeah, if they want Kyle or Kyle's son, if they want John.
Well, we've been contacted by the entities and asked to assist them, right?
Yeah.
So there's only two options I can think of.
Where are you in this conversation? Is this a walk and talk situation? Or are you all
this is on Sneak?
Yeah.
Have you guys left the library yet?
Are you guys all standing on the street corner?
Are we not going to the hospital?
I want to know, is this all just...
That's where they're going.
I guess good idea. If we're not taking it as a joke, then we can assume that they're going to try and get his son's body.
We might as well go to the hospital. Yeah.
At least something's going on there. This was clearly a mistake.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
We just gave them more information than they got out of us. They saw us all get together here. Now they know our number and identities and
but
so
they kind of knew some of that anyway because they approached Robbie right? Unless we're
Right.
confusing the Chinese and the
only
Chinese.
to gain access to
We don't know.
dead bodies.
We should just go to the hospital.
Yeah, I guess we should go to the
I
hospital.
imagine they said stay there because they wanted something from us, and whatever they wanted from us, they got without a direct
What if
confrontation.
they're not
so.
dead? What if
What
they're
they got is us
Date.
spilling everything that we know.
Yeah, we didn't.
That
We
was
didn't give
pretty-
them absolutely everything. And we didn't talk about teleportation. We didn't talk about what happened to you.
Oh, you didn't talk about that.
No,
We didn't talk about
So-
spray.
I'm gonna
didn't
kick
talk
to
about spray.
Kyle. I'm
There's a
gonna
spray connection here that we're just not finding.
I'm gonna sneak to Kyle. Kyle, check your pockets. Do you have everything on you?
Check my pockets.
Is there anything missing?
No,
He has everything. Okay, all right.
You have a dead river.
You have a-
carp
you have a-
in your pocket.
You have a grenade.
Yeah, it turns out one of the factions is just super into like obvious metaphor.
I don't know.
You have a red hair.
Perfect.
What is this? It doesn't matter.
After all, what's a carp but a Chinese herring?
It's a colloquialism.
Mr. Carp has the upper hand.
They don't understand. It's lost in translation.
All right, so you all meet up outside of the. You're all on the street now.
Yeah,
You're
and
all
I guess
standing there. Students are like crawling by because it's passing period.
We should make our way to the hospital.
we should make our way to the hospital.
How do you get there? There's 8 of you.
Take an Uber.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're gonna get one of those giant Uber
XL.
vans?
Take a lift.
I mean, you still have your car, so I'm
What's
sorry.
that the
my
cop
car.
lady?
Huh?
What about Louisa?
She's there.
She's there?
That's why
Okay.
there's 8 of you.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let's.
She's giving up trying to convince you guys not to do this.
So she's just doing her job at this point.
What
Yeah.
happened?
Well,
Did she
she's
radio
called for
for
backup, so like at some point something will show up.
We should just leave.
Yeah,
Every time she calls for backup, we just move to a new
Well, the
location.
thing is that this isn't like there's a gunfire firefight backup. This is like, oh, I'm having this issue backup. So it's more administrative than anything else. Because like she's not in danger, and she hasn't reached a point yet where she's reporting Hale for just like violating every rule.
Hey,
Because,
in
again,
our mid-50s, we gotta stay active.
Yeah. So at this point,
Can't
she's
just
like,
lounge
look,
around
I
home all
need
day."
more help here. These people are like going all over the place. I can't keep them in one place unless I like lock them down, that kind of thing. And they're passing up the chain to see what's going on.
I mean,
but this
if
is
they
not
lock,
like a big deal.
if they lock us down, that's not within our control. So
yeah.
But you are not at a point yet where you either have to escape from prison or anything like that, because they're not prepared to actually like put you under house arrest.
because I've committed no crime
Yeah,
other
but-
than just fraternizing with some people.
Yeah.
you know, you're borderline because you are under protective custody ish, and you are now kind of involved with people who might be committing a crime.
You don't know that they're committing a crime, though.
They
No.
literally talked about enough things, and there was a stash. I'm pretty sure civilians are not allowed to have C4s and grenades.
I didn't touch the
that,
C4.
That
They touched the
inherently,
C4.
I think, is already a crime just for being there.
Okay.
I didn't see nothing.
Anyway, we head to the hospital
All right,
through whatever means. is
one
gonna get us-
giant Uber van.
Yeah.
All right, you got a college kid like driving Uber. You guys going to a party?
Nope.
At the hospital?
We're going to the hospital.
Are there a lot of parties at the hospital?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots. Like,
This man's-
like I pick up like a bunch of like wealthy donors about once a week.
I see.
My son just died.
Oh man, I'm sorry. That's rough. These all your family?
Can you put on some music?
Can you put on Dead
Sure.
Sun?
Something
A little
melancholy.
bit of Death Cab for Cutie.
I would play something, but the copyright.
So he turns on the radio and it's some like
Moonlight
super
song.
loud like
Judas Priest.
Love
No.
of mine,
it's more like
you
top,
will die.
top 10
No.
pop.
Wow.
Okay.
Like
I will
Katy
follow,
Perry.
follow you into the dark.
You're hot, then you're cold.
You're yes, and then you know.
No, modern day top
Alright,
10 pop. Not from my childhood. But yeah, so it's
Despacito.
Wait, is that a cover?
What? That's Katy Perry.
Hot
Is
and
that a-
cold.
You're
Hot and cold
and
is
you're
original
cold,
sung by
you're
Katy
yes
Perry.
and you're
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, James is Charlie.
James,
Yeah,
was just,
what?
James was just making the joke that it was a really long
Oh,
time
okay.
ago.
Yeah, because that was like 10 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest, my Katy Perry references, not that They're a little
That's fair.
sub.
I don't know.
You got brush up.
What? You're not
Yeah.
a big Katy Perry fan?
I'm not.
You didn't get her latest album?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was pretty cold on that
Reputation,
one.
something like that.
So
All right,
regardless, 45 minutes later.
Yep.
Oh wait, our radio guy was about to like show us our latest Katy Perry song.
Funeral.
Oh my gosh, look at that!
Oh, wow. That's
Oh, by Band of Horses. Yeah.
That's an old song.
That's another old one. Okay, enough of bands from the noughties. Okay.
Yes. So yeah, the music is highly inappropriate for the circumstance.
All right.
But your driver seems to not know this.
we'll do this scene where I ask for music. Music is on for 5 seconds, and I say, "Please turn off the music."
All right. Oh,
Why
sorry
did you
about
ask
that.
for
He then realizes when you ask that it's like probably the music was inappropriate.
So did we get to the hospital?
No, it's kind of a long drive.
Okay.
So
All right, so listen, I'm squeezed in the back seat here next to Tony.
Mhm.
Listen, Tony, I'm sorry I blew your cover.
You know, kid, what you need to learn is that consequences of actions. No, other way around. I was never good at this kind of stuff. But, you know, I could stay angry at you, but that wouldn't do me no good. I've lived far too long being angry. So, I forgive you. But, if you want to make it up to me, I could ask you for a favor.
Yeah. What sort of a favor?
So you're pretty good at clickety clack and you find out stuff. You found out everything about my life.
That's sort of what I do.
Are you just as good at
Making things go away?
Yeah, you're even smarter than I.
Yeah, I could maybe make that happen.
If you make some things disappear, then it just makes everything a lot easier on everyone. Capiche?
Yeah, I think that sounds very reasonable.
Is Lisa in the car? Well,
Did we say this out loud?
We haven't said anything incriminating.
I
I feel like this is the sort of thing you say out loud.
she has to be.
we whispered this to one another.
Yeah.
at this point,
She's in the front.
she's kind
She's
of like
gotta be.
at this point she's kind of like something's very sketchy. When I get back to some place where I can feel safe and not be killed in the back alley in case I say
Statute
too
of
much,
limitations.
I'm probably going to fill out a very lengthy report.
Statute of
And
limitations.
probably report Hale and Robbie for probably being dirty.
but
We didn't invite you here.
But what you need to know
She didn't want to be here.
is that this
Terrible person.
when you find info about people, it's not just it's not just words. It's life or death.
listen,
So,
I understand why you didn't want it to be public, but you understand this could have been why the whole group's in danger. This could have been the connection we were looking for. You understand why I did it, right?
yes, I understand why you did it. Doesn't mean I like it. But if you do this favor for me, I'll be even more happy than I am right now. This is my happy voice. If you didn't know.
All right, you guys should all make no checks.
Cool.
Notice?
No.
I make no checks.
I passed 21 over or 21
I passed
under
31 under 70.
68 under 70.
Oh.
21 under 100.
21.
PhD.
I got a 98 out of 99.
Whoa!
And then I got a 77 out of 55.
So
Those are some
I know
bad
where it
fucking
is.
rolls.
I just can't tell if that's a 90 or
That's a
10.
90. No.
I'm like, is that
If
a
you only have a
10?
10 and know something
I'm like,
really horribly
did I
went
do
wrong in your
Yeah,
character.
you multiply your edu by
Okay.
No is usually
something
a high
like
number.
5.
Okay.
I don't know nothing.
Yeah, it's by 5.
Oh, I need to roll
I don't
this
know,
stuff.
not-
No
I
is
don't
your
know
what
what I'm
multiplier?
doing. There
That is
it
an
is.
You know
education.
nothing.
Oh, education, yeah.
This is? Oh, do I need to roll?
So this is a
98
D8.
out of a
This is a
99.
D10.
That's so
Oh,
fucking
that's the one I
stupid.
needed to roll. Like super similar. There we go. 55.
All right.
And I got 40.
Kyle, you were the first one to notice that you think the car is not going the right way.
Yeah.
Driver, why are we taking Fifth instead of Holman?
Hale, you are the first one to notice a small smell of urine.
Where are you taking us?
The radio turns on.
White noise.
I'm gonna glance over at the driver.
It's super loud. And it's doing that crazy thing where the channels keep changing. So that it picks out words along the way.
Nice. Radio Ouija.
You're hot in your cold. Answer your no.
Be patient.
You got to give us something.
The journey is the destination.
So our destination is frustration.
Very.
Sounds like the brown acid.
I'm getting tired of being a pawn!
You yelled
What's
this?
the... Yes, I am yelling.
You yelled this?
What's the purpose of all this? Why did my son die?
The smell of urine is even stronger now, so the rest of you can now smell it.
Sorry, guys.
Pull out your phone, start recording some shit.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, well, I probably got like Google Glass or something like that.
I'm gonna look at the driver.
Yeah, you got Google Glass. You're a spy.
And Miles is definitely that kind of
I'm gonna look at the driver.
Yeah.
The driver seems intent on driving and does not seem to be aware of you guys in the car.
I'm gonna wave my hand in front of his face real quick.
He does not seem to be aware that you guys are in the car with him.
Sorry. All right.
Oh.
Does he not even like look anywhere or do anything when I do that?
Oh, you're gonna lean forward and like turn your head to look at his
Yeah,
face?
can you like poke him?
Yes. I'm gonna
Right.
lean forward and wave my hand in front of his face.
Yeah, he acts like he's not aware that you're in the car with him.
Okay. All right.
But he's still driving competently.
He is still driving. Well, I mean, this company is like he's not weaving back and forth. Right
Okay,
now.
Lisa, did you just hear the radio tell us to be patient?
Yes, I did.
What is the point of all this? What?
The point is that
So
the
at this
journey
point,
is the
the
destination.
car goes to Lower Wacker Drive. Oh, so there's a weird thing in Chicago that's kind of like, you know how when you go to the lakefront here in Seattle, it kind of like dips down into like the old city where there's a lower level. In Chicago, there's a whole part of downtown that's like that. And it ends up in these like kind of tunnels that sort of like when you go underground, they go across 90 to the east side, except it's like half of downtown is underground in this area.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes down into that area. So it's now driving under like tunnels and things.
We just have to wait.
Why won't you answer me, you demon?
It doesn't
Have
have
to
to
wait.
answer you. That's the point.
I don't have to follow either,
No, chill
but I
out.
feel like I have to.
Are you gonna jump out of the car?
Kyle,
You are near a door.
Kyle, chill out. We're here for you, man.
Kyle, you're not gonna jump out of this car.
I just want there to be a purpose.
Oh, God.
I know it's hard. Try to be strong.
Mersu.
You don't know that anyone killed your son.
I killed him.
Well, that's not fair.
It's my drug.
That's something you need to work out on your own.
Whoa.
I'm not interested anymore.
Like,
Um,
oh, jeez.
So now the car diverts off the main road. Is now taking these underground pathways that are now like service tunnels that are
Well, we're being
bypassing the main street roads.
we're being taken somewhere.
Mm-hmm. I guess we're gonna find out. Maybe we won't get so much of a choice about which side we serve.
When did we ever get a choice?
I'd be fine with that. Then we're not caught as much in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, how do you make a choice when you don't have any information anyway? Like,
Exactly. Both sides want the same thing, access.
both sides are probably
Both sides are probably less
evil
than
as sin.
less than great.
Unless the other side wants to get rid of potential agents before we're inducted.
Who's to
Well,
say
I
that
guess-
that isn't this side? That isn't that is getting rid of us for going to speak with the other side, and I gave them a bunch of information. Closed the leak before it
I mean,
As you
gives over
are
everything.
driving through these tunnels, you're now at the point where there are no lights in the tunnels anymore. It's only the headlamps of the car that are lighting the way. You're all getting sort of the feeling that if you were dropped off right here, right now, you would not have an easy time getting back to the main street.
So I've got my GPS running with my like big antenna coming out of my backpack.
Sure.
Am I able to keep track of where we are or what route we took?
You were up until very recently.
Okay.
Because now you're at a weird spot where it's either that you're far enough underground that there's interference or that there's an actual active signal jamming your situation. But the car is slowing down. And as the car slows down, part of it is because you may be nearing your destination, and the other part may be the fact that this road has now become not actually a road, but it looks like it was just like an access point under some part of the city. There was never intended to be a street here, and the car is basically slowed down so it can get in between these giant stone pylons that are holding up this part of the underground. And you can see in the distance a figure that seems to be standing in the shadows where the car is approaching.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Cool.
we wait patiently.
Roughly 150 feet out, the car stops.
Okay.
Is the driver just sitting there motionless,
He
staring
is.
straight ahead?
Can we still smell the urine?
You can. It's much stronger now, and you can see the figure in the headlamps. He's a silhouette in the bright light.
So it is not the bag lady.
No, it appears to be a standing up person, but not the shadow guy either. He seems too short. But it's hard to get a glimpse because the light is glaring.
So I'm gonna roll down my passenger window and peek my head out a bit and go, "Hello? You brought us here for some reason. You want to tell us what it was?"
Why don't we get out of the car and not just holler at him? Like,
Yeah, I need to stretch my legs anyway.
Tired of this.
It is super cramped.
I'm not getting out of the car.
I
Yeah,
step
I'm
out of the
getting out of the
car
car.
and I pull the sword out of the guitar case.
All right.
I ain't no scrub.
So you all get out of the car, except for the driver. He seems to just be
I am
sitting
not
there
getting out of
behind-
the car.
Oh, you are not?
No.
So it's just you? Who else is getting out with you?
I'm gonna get out.
All right. So Robbie and Kyle.
Law
Hale.
enforcement.
Hale, the three of you. Okay, you're all standing outside the car. You're getting a little better glimpse now that you're just out of the vehicle so that you're at an angle so the light from the headlamps are not quite as glaring. And the silhouette looks a little familiar. In fact, you think it's the silhouette of your son's figure.
I knew it.
No!
I fucking knew
I
it.
start fucking power walking over there.
You
And
power.
it's, well, I start as a walk, like a realization, then power walk into full on running.
I wanna
The
try and
child
grab
is
Kyle's
always the answer.
collar as he tries to move towards him.
All right. That will be a Kyle. Are you
I am definitely
trying
recording
to?
this.
So first of all, you can grab him because
Yeah,
he's
I'm just
not
like grabbing his
interested.
collar.
Now the question is: are you trying to resist,
Yeah, it's my son!
or someone who might be the shape?
We
of your
don't
son?
know that that's your son.
I'm going.
All right. He tries to wrest himself away from you. So now this is going to be. Well, first of all, is it? I guess it's just going to be straight.
Can I roll
Is that-
love?
Oh.
Love for my son.
Oh wait, grapple.
65 in love?
Do you both have grapple?
I do have grapple.
All right,
65
grapple.
That's not what I
we all
was
just-
for.
65 out of 50.
I succeed 13 under 50.
I fail 57.
He snatches himself away. You get a grip on him, and then he just peels off. And you can now run towards your son if you want.
Damn it, Kyle, get back here!
Running.
You get about halfway there, and it's very obviously him.
I drop the sword and I'm going.
My boy!
Let's move.
John!
I'm still in the car.
John!
Can the car move any more forward?
The driver's in the,
The
driver's
driver's
seat.
just sitting there
He's just sitting
motionless.
there motionlessly in the car.
Yeah, but we could like press the gas.
You're like sitting in the back of like a big ass van.
Oh.
All right. What? So you are free to engage the figure. Are you?
I go up and go hug my son.
All right. So
Love. I love you.
you put your hands
Spikes
around the
stick out of
figure.
him.
The body feels really cold.
John, I missed you. Everything's gonna be okay. Papa's here. Daddy's here. John?
The figure doesn't hold you back. It's just standing there. Thank you. You delayed them just long enough.
I step back and go, what are you talking about? John. Son?
You did everything you needed to do. Now you must acquire the statue, and we will be complete.
I start strangling my son.
Get out of my son!
You can see this from where you are.
I start running over there.
Right.
Kyle! you whack job!
Make a grapple check.
All right.
This is why you train in grapples.
I
grapple your
succeed
children.
31 under 50.
You feel the snap of his hyoid.
He's just fine, baby. He's doing just fine.
Get out of my son!
Body.
Fuck you!
You're there now.
We'll probably have to censor that.
No, we don't.
No,
censor
we don't
anything.
censor
That's,
we
that's some
censor-
raw emotion right there.
We censor
okay.
nothing.
We don't
Why?
censor
All right.
It's late.
What are you doing, Kyle?
Late night with.
They took my son!
This is
Why did he
not-
die?
You really should control yourself.
We don't know that they
We
killed.
need-
Wait, he is
We need this
speaking.
vessel.
No, I need this vessel. I squeeze harder.
Oh my god.
Squeeze him with all the love in the world.
Stop. Get out of my son!
I intervene now. This is
Yeah.
getting disturbing.
So-
I'm gonna try and pry him off.
So you're staying there now. You both get a wave of rotten urine smell so strong you think you're going to throw up.
Mhm.
You both feel your body thrown backward 10 feet. And you both take 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
Okay, who do we need to acquire the
You all now see what has happened.
statue? Oh, no.
You saw Kyle run over there, call to his son, hug him, try to choke him to death. You saw Hale run over there, and then you just saw like the two of them just fly away from the being and fall on their
I get out
asses.
of the car, and I'm gonna start walking towards the body, the child. I'm not gonna get close. I'm not gonna get too close to it.
How close do you get?
I'm gonna stop slightly behind the point where they got thrown back to.
You don't get that far. You get to about 50 feet,
Uh huh.
and the smell of rotten urine is so strong that you feel like you're about to become nauseous.
Okay, so I won't go any further than that, and then I'll shout down the tunnel and say, "If you want us to help you, we need information. We need assistance.
They want the statue.
I know. Where can we get it? Tell us where it is."
The
It seems to be having some trouble articulating with this crushed throat, and
Great.
so
I go back and pick up my sword.
No.
Kyle.
get back in the car.
there seems to be no hesitate. No one is stopping you from retrieving your sword.
I have my sword and I start walking towards John.
Louisa.
Oh, no.
Just listen to what he has to say, Kyle.
Louisa.
She's in the car with
I'm
you.
done. I'm done listening.
Is she just like cowering, or like, can she hear what's going on?
Looks like she might be in shock.
Oh no.
Kyle, listen to me.
What? I don't care.
You can't fight it right now. It's going to kill you if you try this.
I have to fight it.
You can't win.
They're only gonna tell us less if you piss them off.
If you fight this thing now and die here, your son's death will have been for nothing.
My son's death is already for nothing.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kyle. You should make a sanity check.
Yeah, that makes
okay.
sense. That makes sense.
Maybe.
99.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Brutal.
It makes sense.
That's a lot.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lucky.
You lose 2 sanity.
Only
You lose 2 sanity
He
for
rolled it-
strangling your dead son?
You rolled a d12.
That just seems.
Just gotta roll a d6 plus 6.
I lost a lot more than I think I've been losing him in
It's-
chunks of like 6.
It's not for nothing right now, Kyle. We can learn things about why he died. We can learn things about why it happened. If you kill this thing now, if you die here, you never find those things out. It's not worth it.
Yes, maybe we can prevent this from happening to other kids.
Help us, and you can have your son back.
That doesn't seem realistic.
I don't know that I believe that, Kyle.
I don't see how that could be possible.
Hey,
Kyle will slump down on the floor and cry.
Oh.
Just
Floor.
I'm gonna come over there and pat him on the shoulder
Yeah.
and take the sword.
Now wait, it just said that, so then I'll shout again. It seems you've regained the ability to speak. Tell us how to get this statue.
The others have it.
Alright?
Everybody's an
Where are they?
nowadays.
What abilities do they have? What intel can you give us? Before we start an operation, we need to know what we're getting into.
And why should we choose you over them?
Can we not? Can we?
No, that's a really good question.
That is
Alright.
a good question.
What,
What
like-
are you offering us
Who-
exactly?
who are
or
you?
threatening us with exactly?
Who are you? Who are they? And what is the differences between you? Because as far as we're concerned, Miles has gotten out of the car at this point. His
All right.
curiosity just
Yeah.
overwhelmed him. Anyway, who are you? Who are they? How are you different? What are you fighting about?
All right.
Miles will ask an unending stream of questions if you let him.
That seems perfectly
Yeah,
fair.
what is your name? Where are you from? What do you believe in?
The one good thing about the entities is that they're super patient because they don't really have a real understanding of time.
What happened to that boy? Woo,
And-
quit clapping.
Let's see.
Burn down.
And Hale made the challenge why we should choose you over the others. You already are part of the enemy faction.
I never aligned myself with either faction.
Yeah,
That's not how they
the
say it.
entities
not
also
how they
don't have a super good understanding of exactly how human loyalty works. So they're
They just know you've been contacted by the other side, so they
Oh.
assume
They're-
you're working for them.
They said earlier that the other side had attempted to contact me, but then they were confident that I wasn't part of it.
Yeah.
What they said was that they are apprehensive about contacting you because they tried.
The other
Because the
side
other tried.
Yeah.
So that means that they
So they probably don't have good
they've,
insight into
they've
what's
kind of
going on.
lumped you in, but like they don't have full trust of you though.
All right.
all right. For this, you have to pick one of your two people. You can't both do it. You should all make luck checks.
Okay.
Okay.
Pass with a 26 under 65.
This is a fail with a 94.
Oh wait, no, I apologize. I passed with a
9.
I passed with a 62 under
70.
65.
Oh,
I fail.
I
Pass.
fail with the 36 over 35.
So this half fails, that half passes.
Got past 12 under 45.
12 under 45.
62 under 65.
9 out of 70.
9 out of 70.
So
That's
it's
a crit? Yeah, that's a crit.
Is this Tony or Gene?
This is Gene.
All right.
Good choice.
I mean, that's who it is.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So-
Gene is the main character.
Well, Tony has a 35.
All right. So first of all, everyone make sanity checks.
Every.
Fail with a 94.
Fail over here.
Pass with a 38.
Pass with a
Success.
20.
Pass.
Pass with. Oh wait, is that a crit 100 or is that?
Ooh.
That is a 10.
Okay,
yeah.
that's
Ooh.
10. Okay,
So
thank goodness.
20 out of 70.
Yeah, 0 zeros.
20 out of 70.
Okay.
All right.
Zero, zero, zero.
If you pass, you take 1 point of sanity damage.
Sweet.
If you fail, you take 2.
All right.
Let me get a.
A little eraser. I borrowed this pencil.
And then what happened to the...
Gene, you take 7 sanity.
7 damage?
You lose 7 additional sanity points.
Okay.
You gain 5 mythos points,
Ooh.
Okay.
Nice.
and you go blind in your left eye.
Whoa.
Oh boy.
What?
Whoa.
For what?
Callback.
Well, we gotta... We'll find out.
We got a truth seer here.
Everyone else can see that Gene's left eye is now just a jet black orb.
Great.
Wow.
Whoa.
Well, I'm in the vehicle.
So,
Anyone
so
anyone
Tony's
that's,
probably sitting there freaking out.
anybody that's near
Oh,
would.
no.
Jane! What happened to you? Oh my god. What happened, Jane?
You
So-
asked. You have your answer.
Did anything
Rude.
happen? Did anything happen to any of us?
Rude.
No.
I was the lucky one.
All right.
And
Rude.
Do it again.
No, don't do it again.
You're such a fucker.
All right.
I didn't get any
and
mythos.
John turns and begins to walk away.
I, as he walks away, I get up and I say, "Wait!" Through tear eyes, I'll do it. Just give me my son back.
Tony goes out and he says,
I-
"I'll do whatever you want if you bring him back to the way that was."
Wait, what happened?
What?
And then
Wait, Tony comes out of the van
Yes.
and heads towards where the group is.
yes,
And what is Tony asking for? That you restore Jean's eye?
Yeah.
I'll do anything. Yeah.
Whoa. True love.
John turns around.
I take the sword and
He
I
strolls
kneel.
up to you.
I kneel.
Is this like a long sword or like a katana?
It's
or
a rapier.
Yeah.
He puts his hand on your shoulder and lifts you up. And a 10-year-old John hugs you. Warm, soft, human.
I'll get you back, my boy. I'll do whatever I can.
Ugh, barf.
Love.
I'll do it. You want the artifact?
And then you're just kneeling there on your own. John is gone.
John's gone. I rush back to the car. Is Jean's eye still like this?
Yeah. Gene has no idea, like he doesn't he just feels
It's not
like he's lost his sight in one eye, but other than that, doesn't actually feel like anything else has happened. Like he doesn't really understand what everyone's like reacting to.
But like, is there like a feeling, like an absence of
Yeah, it's
something
just
there?
dark. Like you it's as if you had an
He
eye
just can't
patch.
see out of it.
Your left eye
His
is
eye
now-
is just a completely black.
Oh my god!
Tony, what happened?
They did something to his eye.
What did they do?
I don't know what they did.
You're the doctor. Go look
Yeah,
at
that's what I was gonna do. All right, I'm gonna go over and take a look.
when you go over there, his eye is a black orb.
Yeah.
An orb. It's an actual orb.
What?
It's like a physical orb.
Do I think it's?
No, it's
your
just
eye
an
is a
eyeball.
physical orb.
It's just an
It's just
eyeball
like
that is
literally
black.
jet
So how expensive of an examination are you doing?
I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna check it over. I'm gonna get out if I have my doctor's bag, I'm gonna get it out. I'm gonna take out my tools. I'm gonna shine a flashlight in
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Chest to
So I don't know if you guys know how ophthalmological exams work,
I
but
was the
basically
lucky
they shine lights in your eyes so they can see through the actual viscous humor into the
Okay.
back of your eye to see what it is. So you're in there and you kind of know how this works. You're not an ophthalmologist, but this is basic biology. You shine your light in there, and it's like looking into deep space on a dark night. Like the light just disappears into what looks like a window into the sky.
I just dropped the flash and I go, "This isn't natural. This isn't natural."
Jean starts to cry.
No, unnatural.
Gene, can you see anything out of it?
No, I can't see anything out of it.
Close your other eye.
Wait,
Yeah, close your other eye.
okay. I'm crying, but I close my eye.
Now you see nothing at all.
I don't see anything.
Oh, do tears come out of this eye?
No.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Maybe it takes time to kick in or something.
I don't know. We have to get out of here. We have to find that statue. We don't know where it is.
We're getting.
Hey, where
fucking
are we?
statue.
What's happening here? How'd you guys get me over here?
Is that Lisa?
It's
No,
the
that's-
dog.
that's
it's
the
the
driver.
driver.
Piper.
Like, where are we? What are we doing down here?
You drove us down here. What are you talking
Here.
about?
F
Here,
you!
here,
I
I'll
didn't
got
drive you down here. What happened?
It's okay. It's okay.
It's not okay. We gotta go to the hospital.
We asked you to come this way. You agreed. Did
Yeah, do you
you
not
forget
remember?
something? I'm gonna use persuade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh my
Are you
God.
taking any? Did you take any drugs?
No,
anything
man.
like that. Listen, you might. It could be.
What are you talking about?
It could be a fugue state. Do you have any Have you seen a therapist lately? Any issues with money or relationship problems? Maybe something in the family, a death.
What?
something that could cause psychological trauma that would
Wait,
create.
listen. We, like, part of the, like, how do I want to spin the slide? Like, part of the
Just
street
take us
collapse,
to the
we,
hospital.
came down here. The car's fine, I guess, but you, like, hit your head. You just came to...
There's no signs of what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Wait, so
Look,
just take us to the hospital.
yeah,
Right.
take us to the hospital.
This man's eye is.
Oh God!
Yeah, get us to the hospital.
happened to
Hurry
you?
up.
Okay, get in. Wait, where are we? How do I get out of here?
You have the GPS.
All right, I get my GPS back out with the... Like,
Does he have
how's it
GPS?
doing?
Oh,
It's
the
an Uber.
interference is gone.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Does Google know a route
You're in
out
a
of here?
weird place in Lower Record Drive. Like, you can identify where you are on the map, but it doesn't show how to get out of here. Because
Okay.
this is not a road.
We can just follow our trail back out, though, right?
You can try. Like, he doesn't know how he got here, so he has no trail to follow.
Well, but I would have been recording it as we went, right?
Until you lost track of
Until
like,
and then we lost... Okay.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Well, let's just have him.
Yeah,
let's
let's
just
just
have him
backtrack.
drive out of here.
Alright,
Backtrack.
so,
You can
so he's
backtrack.
slowly like backed out. So
Right.
anyway, it takes a lot longer.
Sure.
Luckily, he starts to kind of like recover. He's not sure what's going on, but he also realizes now that he's getting a huge fare here because apparently his Uber clock has been running this whole time.
Oh my God.
And so he's like, "Oh wow, this is gonna be like
Well,
a few
it
$100."
doesn't matter. You
Yeah,
get
it's on
packed
my
up.
unlimited card. Yeah.
So he eventually gets you back out to Michigan Avenue and drops
Okay.
you up at the hospital,
Okay.
and that's where we end.
Okay.